It's about to get dirty in the dirty South. About to show you what it's all about. Don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that cuss. Pass that, let's get Thursday.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. As the season winds down, let's take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still a lot to play for between now and Wildcard Weekend, and as usual, seeding should wind up playing a major role in determining who goes on to the Super Bowl. It's the Bengals going up against the Bills. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. This is Marshall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keith Marshall with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Giovanni Bernard, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Detroit! And the slot man goes in motion left. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
All right, here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to take another shot here. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. What are your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
10 yards still left on second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And here's Marshall. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And so often we talk about electric playmakers as we look at the offense here. Sammy Watkins, he's an electric playmaker.
Love the word you use. Electric indeed. Dynamic. And this guy makes plays and opens the game up.
Here we go now. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 now. Lucky 56.
They come up in an offset eye. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. They'll lose a yard, and it brings them third.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now Marshall. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Landon Collins is built like your typical tackle-first safety, but he does have the ability to play the deep part of the field.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll drop the throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over. Right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough third down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
He'll drop to throw, and he's got his man on the out route. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green!
Watkins alone on the left side.
Gone!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. The 20, and he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards, and it'll give the Bills a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Let's go.
First and goal at the 3-yard line now. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. Now he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Keith Marshall with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And it's good to make it 14-0. And the Bills will extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Back to throw here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So the D-line's going to spread out. Looking to throw. That is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye.
Green, 39.
They'll go with a keeper. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Dalton, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you think to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Complete. This is Lewis. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Sammy Watkins with an acrobatic catch. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Buffalo after this. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw now on second and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And here come the Bills. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Watkins alone on the left side.
Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw here. Finding time. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they're going to speed things up here.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come up in an offset eye.
Gun.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it with Hill. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bengals getting set to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Now let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So 20 yards to go here on first down. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. A solid stiff arm. He won't go down. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League baseball? and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order. That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field. That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks you want.
You want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
Here we go. Leopard. Leopard.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Hurry up. Here we go. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their big tight end, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Set. Blue landed. Over.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. The shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Carlos Dunlap, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kicked a field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
No. Check. Patriot. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Now let's go. Blue. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to try and go deep again. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
This will be fielded at the 17. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A good pickup there, a 22. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Marcel Darius in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second down following the run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
They're going to look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now back to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Watkins alone on the left side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Muscles him off. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time. He's played a great game and continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Keith Marshall becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bills add on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
Now let's go.
Now Bernard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing...
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And they'll go on the ground, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Another pistol look here.
Here we go now.
They'll run again with Bernard. Room here to run. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hurry up, here we go. 3,
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And the Bills getting set to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Detroit! Detroit!
And now here's a carry heading left. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One receiver left, three to the right. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here we go now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of